was at 157 pounds. Making his professional debut from Zanesville, Ohio, let's hear it for William Hampton. Hampton, 4 rounds, middleweights.
All right, a 4-round middleweight fight on our hands. Both combatants in the ring. William Hampton wearing white trunks. He is making his pro debut tonight, hailing from Zanesville, Ohio. His opponent from Columbus, Ohio, Russ Niggemyer. He's wearing the camouflage trunks, wearing the more Army camouflage trunks, but a little reminiscent to former lightweight champ Diego Corral is what he used to wear coming into the ring.
Here's what I like about the middleweights. You get a combination of athleticism and power. A combination, not that you don't see it with some of the other boxers, but I always found that to be exciting about the middleweights.
Well, traditionally the heavyweight division has been the glamour division of boxing. A lot of people have questioned that theory in recent years, especially in the American scene with so many Eastern Europeans dominating the ranks. However, second has always been the middleweight division. You've had some great middleweight champions. Sugar Ray Robinson,
yes.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Carlos Monzon, Sugar Ray Leonard. Look at the great middleweight fights we had in the 80s with Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, and Tommy Hearns. Those are some great fights and some great times for boxing. First round of a 4-round fight once again. Niggemyer in the camouflage, Hampton in the white.
And correct me, I think was not the Italian champion Antifermo a middleweight too?
Minto, the Mosquito, Antifermo, yes.
You go way back, Dick Tiger, Gene Fuller.
Big right hand.
They found the sleeper here in the middleweight.
Russ Niggemyer with a first-round knockout knocks William Hampton out cold. William Hampton's pro debut, not a very memorable one for him, and hopefully he'll be physically okay as he is shaken up a little bit.
I mean, he really gets him here. Boom.
Right hook, low left.
And as we took a look at the replay, it appeared that William Hampton was throwing a wide punch, and Niggemyer just caught him with perhaps a straighter punch and knocked him cold. So you were talking earlier about a guy making his pro debut. Would you put him in with a guy 1-0 with a knockout to his credit? Well, you take all those factors into consideration, but it looks like Niggemyer's 2-0 now with 2 knockouts.
You know, it was that quick right. Those power punches, they're not those big haymakers that you see. That was probably like maybe a 6 to an 8-inch shot that he gave him. It was quick, it was compact, hit him on the right spot, caught him on a jaw and dropped him.
Many times this happens when you're throwing one, you get hit with one first and you wonder what happened. I guarantee you never saw that one.
No.
Well, Hampton back up on his feet, a little bit wobbly. The officials here at ringside will allow him to, and they saw it right there. It looked like Hampton was throwing a wide left, and Niggemyer caught him with a straight right. Difference in experience. We were talking earlier about how a lot of these guys from Ohio have a background in tough man competitions. Tough man competitions are exciting, but oftentimes you don't learn some of the fundamentals you need to become a sound professional boxer.
And that's what I love about the middleweight division.
So we'll get the official particulars in just a few moments, but Russ Niggemyer with a first-round knockout of William Hampton. As William Hampton you see on your screen, he is conscious, he is disappointed, but the good news is all indications appear that he is physically okay. He is now up on his feet, and
that was like
a nice ovation from the crowd.
Scene out of Raging Bull.
Crisp shot.
And Russ Niggemyer, he may not have to shower, George.
If it weren't so hot, I'd agree with you.
As we get another look at that knockout, our first knockout of the night, here's Pat Nelson with the official particulars.
52 seconds into the first round. Your winner by knockout, now 2-0 with 2 knockouts, heavy hitting Russ Niggemyer.
So 52 seconds in the first round is all it takes. Columbus, Ohio's Russ Niggemyer, 2 wins, 0 losses, and both of his wins coming by way of knockout. Still to come, 2 heavyweight fights. Paul Zeus Zaluz from Westier, Pennsylvania, taking on Justin DeVaria of Zanesville, Ohio. And then the main event, Butler's Brian Minto taking on Ivanhoe, North Carolina's Donnell Holmes.
Lightning and thunder, 52 seconds there of that first round.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. All of our ringside sponsors, this wouldn't have been possible without you. Please give yourself a hand. All of our ringside sponsors, those seats went first and they made it all possible.
Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on NESportsTV.com, MintoFight.com, and locally here on Armstrong Cable. Peter Zimbor and George Abraham ringside. 3 fights so far, 2 have gone the distance. 1 was a brutal, crushing first-round knockout, and so far an exciting night at the fights. 2 fights remaining, both in the heavyweight division. And 3 out of the 5 fights on tonight's card, 60% if I do my math correctly. And I wasn't good in math, but that seems rather simplistic, George, in the heavyweight division.
Exactly. And one thing about the heavyweights, Peter, what makes it so exciting is one-punch knockout is common.
Interestingly enough, the one-punch knockout we've seen here tonight came at 160 pounds in the middleweight division, as Niggemyer leaving the ring and leaving ringside, being greeted by some of the fans.
He looks like a fighter.
Impressed.
I know that sounds kind of like generic, but he looks like a fighter. He's got that lean waist, the V up to the shoulders, and I'll tell you what, he had some starch in that shot.